Fortitude is probably the best Warcraft gamer on the planet right now. And if Remo Demo is praising someone, that means a lot. So, here's the thing though. Fortitude was defeated by Colorful in their last encounter earlier this week. So we'll see how this goes. We got a Warden, we got an Archmage, we got double mana potion, and now the stage is set. I see a lot of wonderful people in the chat already. Thank you, Exact, and hello, Pishy, my Counter-Strike 2 partner yesterday. If you do it twice, it's a fluke. If you do it thrice, it's a pattern. Be careful. Ah, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. I got this under control. I got this under control. I am very happy to see a Warden again. Yesterday we've seen Lawlight and Starbuck, and that was all Demon Hunter. And if Lawlight doesn't play a Warden in Warden meta, something is wrong. We live in a bit of bizarro world where a Lawlight is playing a Demon Hunter and a Colorful is playing a Warden. Regardless, we're gonna have a lot of fun here. We have an Archmage leveling on 1 base. And that already makes the Warden a bit weaker, huh? As if she isn't weak already with her 70 HP. Couple of archers, but man, 40 finds a nice timing here, I gotta say. Warden is at full mana. Drops the item, a little bit of a bait, and now full health again. So perfectly timed for this harass, well planned out by Colorful. The harass is hitting at a very atypical timing. There's no Hunter's Hall yet. There is no lores to cancel, of course, because tier 2 is only at 50%. So this is just distraction to keep the Warden away from level 3. And she's still very, very conservative with her mana. And 40, is he just dominating here, I wonder? Can Colorful at least force the big mana pot? That would be something. He didn't lose much in terms of like buildings and units, but he did lose one. That's level 3. Hello. And what he did lose first and foremost is Wisps. Oh my god, is he low on economy now? Because of all the detonates that were necessary here. He will be able to build 1 lore and a second hero? Probably doesn't want a second hero, right? It's Warden. So maybe 2 lores? Or a tier 3 tech? Was like, come on, give me that building. Give me something to cancel. Give me something to attack. Like a rabid Wolverine in the Night Elf base. Mama mia. Another Wisp detonate. Oh, this is so painful. We do have the potion consumed now. And that might just be another double kill, but the majority of footmen are safe to the back. All at like 1/3. Why risk things? Also, 2 attacks on this one Warp Elemental to make double sure that this is a deny and the Warden doesn't level even further. It's this attention to detail that makes him stand out.
A player's forces are under attack.
At WSB, Fortitude has suffered 1 loss. That was from Lawlight. Naga follow-up. That looks a little desperate, and you might think like, okay, how's he healing him up now, all these footmen? Well, Alchemist is the answer. Heal Spray, a phenomenal healing spell, especially on level 1 in comparison. It out-heals a level 2 Fan of Knives as a level 1 spell. And so we're good. Usually, we see the Alchemist with 2 base more, right? We'll see. It is not the ideal outcome of this early game for Colorful, but a Warden shines in the late game. And KMS 3D, including his entire family, of course, is shining for 104 months. My dude. All the best. All the best. Hope we got a chance to meet soon. This Warden is quite disruptive. And this is a bit annoying here, I gotta say. So, time to unfold for Colorful. As I said, big lumber issues. He must produce 2 more Wisps, maybe? 1 more Wisp, maybe? And yeah, good call by Chad. Not having an Arcane Tower against the Warden at this stage of the game is a risk. But I think Fortitude's game plan is here. I'm gonna keep you so busy that you won't even have the chance to go into my base. I'm coming for you, brother. So this was punished a little bit. I mean, a little bit. Okay, this was insane, actually. That was a lot of kills. So yeah, greed has poisoned human souls. Just like Charlie Chaplin has said already in the 40s. It's still true to this day. Kali, another one of my Counter-Strike buddies of yesterday. Kali is a freaking machine. Shout out Kali. Peasants have no collision when they are going to the gold mine, so you can walk through them correctly. When they return lumber, that's also the case. And here comes the push. Something that Colorful wanted to prevent for as long as possible. And he did a good job at that, but yeah. He's between a rock and a hard place now. Is the Warden willing to harass again? Does she want to weaken the push and drain maybe 1 or 2 heal sprays already? We have a town portal on that Warden, so at some point the Warden has to reunite with the rest of the army, which is still leveling. Colorful with the Yen's way of life. High level Warden is your savior. I got a kind of funny Warden picture today on Blue Sky. Shout out Blue Sky community. We're on Blue Sky, by the way. Exclamation mark Blue Sky. We abandoned that a little bit, but I try to post more there now. Again. It's just, I have to build that habit again. Level 4, level 3. Naga, very good damage. Warden a bit underleveled, but she was the sacrificial lamb for that Naga progress. Colorful, if he makes it to tier 3, it's not unlikely that he wins this. It is the end of daytime though, and Moonjuice is not looking good at the beginning of this siege. Let's not sugarcoat it. This is not easy for Colorful at all. We do have some Dryads with Dispel. That's the most powerful thing you can have, I guess. We got double AoE with Fan of Knives and Fork Lightning. Can be powerful, but as I said, like this Alchemist might be able to out-heal everything. Please remind me to look up the healing values, because we don't display them. What? Speaking of healing, we try to take that out with Priests, or reduce that with Priests. It is so much sustain. Level 2 Brilliance Aura, Priest, and an Alchemist who can heal if he has mana, which is what Brilliance Aura provides. Rough. And then on the other side, very un-Night Elfy. Colorful just has to brute force this. He is getting a lot of casters, I gotta say. But the meat and potatoes is still in the fight, or is it? Why? Why did they change the Alchemist so opposing heroes won't get healed anymore? That was a change in like 2018-19. Colorful not supply blocked. He can still go up to 50. How do you heal? Maybe potions. He does have gold. Rejuvenation might appear soon, but Colorful, man, he doesn't have much left. And of course he would love to rebuild his army now, but also would love some potions. It's the weekend after all. It is indeed the best time to buy the Humba shirts. 5% discount for all subs, by the way. No Sork anymore. Limited amount of rifles here. That might add a little bit of longevity. Alchemist trying to shred him. But the shredder is gone. For the lumber, that's not an issue. But the shredder was like a transitional bear, damage-wise. Speaking of bears, where are they? First, redo applied, but instantly dispelled because 40 is a pro. Orb of Venom up. Is this a replay? No! Like, yeah, I mean, kind of. It's, let's call it delayed live. It's like 2 or 3 minutes behind live. Oh, Fork Lightning! Ankh is on the Alchemist. Warden blinks in. Alchemist transfers last second. So sick. Oh, so sick. And that's the Archmage safe. And that he's back at like 2/3 of health. Warden is trying her darnest. But falls now. Sometimes the best is just simply not enough. Boom. What a start, man. What a start to the series. Love to see it. No Dark Ranger play. Fortitude just not a fan, man. He tried it once versus Qianhua, and he got his ass whooped, and then never played it again.
Players' forces are under attack.
Not a fan. Not a... Oh... Warden last second. Mamma mia. That could have been a steal here in the right hands.
A player's forces are under
But okay,
attack.
Warden got it. Heal potion as well. Archmage this time. Instant expo. Even before the lab. So no level 2, no brilliance aura, nothing. Just gold, 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 gold. He probably saw that end of game screen as well and thought, that has to be fixed. We need more gold. We need expansions. And who can blame him? You're the human. Fixes that now. Warden can hang around. And tech? No, counter expo. Okay. Well. I mean, I do love me some all-ins. Yeah, Clinzy, thank you for the 23. I love my tower pushes, but I'm in the mood for a big macro game. Once again, we don't have an arcane tower up. Good body blocks, good deny. God damn, does Fortitude have something to prove here? Is he like a bit enraged after the last series between them where Colorful won? Feels like he's on top of his game. Still Colorful, very disruptive, hitting good timings. I like that. Also solid retreat. There's no boots yet. Oh, that gives the Archmage a chance. You don't want to lose that Shadow Priest, even though healing it up again would consume a lot of Moonwell, so you kind of want it to die now. That job's done. And he gets the deny. Damn, there's some high level plays here. Sometimes it's about the nuances, you know? Warden got a little help from that Berserker. Definitely stronger and sturdier than archers are. Is forced into the first consumable of the game. Potion done, but he keeps 40 pinned down bottom left. Of course he can work on his expo, but that's already a little bit delayed. Body block. Man, it's about every single unit here in the early game, huh? Both heroes that greatly benefit from level 3. Creeps woken up. Was hoping for a purge on that water elemental. Archer hidden here. It's a good colorful that we're seeing here today. It's always a little bit hit or miss. You don't really know which colorful you get. It seems like he has something to prove against his old teammate. Oh, 40 with the staff. Picks up the item. Insta claw. Finds the ancient. Ripperino. This was such a wonderful setup. 40 is a smart gamer, everybody. Colorful only able to react for the first time. And of course, losing an item is not the end of the world, but it's a statement. Oh.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now we need boots, probably, to run. Yeah, there we go. To run away from the Warden and Expo scouted. This will still take some time. Travel time, creeping time, entangle time, all the time. And 40 decides, well, when you're busy, I just tech. Because why not? That tech has been done by Colorful already. Expo running, this time secure with an Arcane Tower here as well. So the greed of game one, which was of course a different strategy, right? Because it was one base, this time it's two base. You have more gold, you can afford more, and you know the Warden loves to jump around. So why not go for a bit more security? This is a bit of wasted time.
A town is under siege.
So from the first impressions here of map 1.5, do we think Colorful stands a chance again? Or is 42 good now that he's also warmed up? As with many players, I feel like Fortitude only unfolds his real genius after a couple of games. And he's been playing pretty much the entire evening. Like 4 hours by now. With a little bit of a break where it was probably laddering though. Both got boots, both got staffs. It's almost a mirror match with the two different races. That here could have been a deny if we want to be very nitpicky, but the focus is on the Archmage. Blink fan combo could have forced a town portal here. Not interested in that. Interestingly, we also play Mass Dryads. Colorful, no, okay, now we attack. Colorful seems a bit overwhelmed. That Pen of Knives was an invite. We get an early Muddy against the Warden. Look at that. Every slow on a unit should be a kill. Except Muddy has been taken out. But yeah, this is a juicy, juicy Berserker. Muddy in for the block. Footman for the damage. And now the Dryad. Man, crowd control is everything so far. Muddy, will you survive? Will you survive? Oh! Gloria Estefan was singing already. Wait, was that her? Gloria Gaynor. Sorry. Sorry. Different Gloria. Different Gloria. Okay, Anxiety. You seem to be a Gloria Gaynor stan. I apologize. Still, I feel Fortitude is dictating the pace of the game. Colorful wasn't able to do what he wanted to do for like 1 or 2 minutes. This is from the time where memory was flawless. Then I grew up. I feel you, mate. I feel ya. Just, I never grew up. And I forgot anyway. Worst of both worlds.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 tech on the way. We don't see Griffin Aviaries. We see workshops. That can only mean one thing. Tanks. Actually, in a 40 versus color series, this can mean two things. Tanks and mass gyros. I keep referencing this one game on Lost Temple, which 40 dominated with 36 gyros. But I guess that was a Lost Temple special. It is at least one gyro, okay? Which is a very, very good scouting tool. It's cheap in supply, even though it's expensive in resources. It's fast to produce, it's fast to move, and it's flying, and it detects. So always nice to have. Bit of damage again. Another level. Oh, that was a sweet fan of knives. Anti-magic shell. This is the year of the anti-magic shell. I think if you combine every anti-magic potion that was purchased this year, it's more than in the 23 years prior to this.
A player's forces are under attack.
People just appreciate that. Yeah, you can dispel it, but if the hammer is on the way already, I can still dodge some bolts, eh? How fast can you accelerate to level 6? Or can you survive is the question person. Yes, Kali, I gotcha. Thing is, we can't use any icons, flags, race crest, etc. because that is Blizzard copyright. But if you have any ideas, drop them in the Discord for whatever. Needs to be a good idea. Just without Blizzard copyrighted things. Units, heroes, also copyright. This is some solid cleanup, I gotta say, by Colorful. And it is a lot of pressure simply with Fan. We get Knights, we get Breakers to steal Reju. That Paladin is not looking great. No. Oh, we have a potion. Okay, we're fine. Very oppressive, but the pressure is on the Night Elf now. Tanks up. One Ancient of War for the defense. Colorful has, of course, been... Oh, that's the Paladin dead. As the Warden jumped back in with the potion. Colorful has been in these situations many times. How do we hold? With the TP. And Colorful is on 50 food the entire time. We got Muddy for the slow. I still love the Talon defense, but I love Talons in everything. And keeping the Paladin low is quite nice, I gotta say. Warden 5.4. Still a long ways to go.
Players' forces are under attack.
As we double down on... We have Nature's Blessing. We uproot immediately, so the armor type is changing. Siege damage tanks do a lot more damage to rooted buildings because they have fortified armor. If you uproot, it changes to heavy armor, and then the bonus damage disappears. That's why it will force Colorful to root again, which is timing lost, of course, and income lost as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, poor Paladin, dude. First he dies, then he doesn't get the TP ticket. Would have been a block there as the tank is still raging, but we can repair. The Ancients will do it, but the main base, not fortified. No Ancients of War there. Paladin. Dead. Would love to have your ultimate now for yourself, huh? It's just a level 1 hero. You can debate if it was even worth it following for so long, but I think it is worth simply for the experience. As we go closer and closer and closer to level 6, which opens up another can of worms for Fortitude. Now, Avatar and Abel let the Warden show begin, but the Warden is still defensive here. 40 already with the double staff, super effective, always sneaking 1 or 2 tanks through, but 1 or 2 tanks aren't scary. More tanks, more scary. And so far, this is 15 minutes of a very good, colorful game. I'd love to see him go for a Panda now, or for that sake, a Tinker. to be able to throw Breath of Fire into the tanks, and be able to level that thing. Ultimate up. And bears aren't necessary for this. Chop down as well. Prevent. Oh, doesn't prevent the third staff. That's of course also a lot of free healing. But 3 towers. Is this Warden strong enough? The Knights aren't looking good, man. Fortitude also, only now using the stabs for the saves. Bears, of course, dead. Warden in a bit of trouble now. Has only a TP to get out of there. There's no bash though, so no element of surprise stun. And we do a lot of damage. And that is good. Ooh, all stabs used. Yeah, you have to out-sustain the human in these fights until the stabs are on cooldown. You can actually get the kills. Then you start to snowball. Speaking of snowballing, tanks also start snowballing. They can't attack bears though, so the bears should be able to heal and defend. Speaking of healing, man. This is indeed a sanctuary. I think Colorful needed more of this. He is heavily supply blocked. Warden level 7. This defense would have been nicer with the panda, for sure. It's still a somewhat strong fighting army. Mountain King isn't scary. Paladin isn't scary at all. Paladin had 0 impact on the game. The biggest impact on with the Paladin in this game is that he has a staff. And that he kind of gave the Warden the level 6. That also helped. Fortitude nicely identifying your expo is fortified, but your base is vulnerable. Twing. And 40 isn't mining here. He lost his 2. I don't agree with the unit design of tanks. If we would agree with the unit design of everything, the game would be insanely bland and boring. There's gotta be stuff you hate.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's peak human engineering. Actually, Anxiety, it's dwarven engineering. That is cultural appropriation, if you ask me. Tanks here. And 40 decides it's time to level a bit. Yes, I know I actually, and I usually hate actualism. But sometimes you just gotta make sure that people know you're right. Well, Night Elf tanks in the human base in the Night Elf tanks. With that I mean bears, of course. Portal home. This is a lot of damage done. The workers weren't killed though, they just weren't mining. And same happens here because the Wisp constantly have to repair or the base getting uprooted. I don't know if you can prevent critical damage here. The bears are so slow and only coming in now. The panda is missing left and right. The tanks are blocking the Tree of Eternity. No way to go to the forest to heal for free. This seems a bit fumbled. Oh, wait, does it work? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. The Tree of Eternity is down and he only gets one lousy exit kill. Nice tank block. Very well done by Fortitude. And now you're stuck on 65 food. You're still income, of course, but no more potions is so bad for a Warden. I feel like no other strategy suffers more from losing a tech tree than Warden. Maybe a Labyrinth Undead play. You can cancel this as well. Right, there's.
A town is under siege.
And we just get more tanks. I wanted this macro game. I get this macro game. Still baffled that we don't have a panda. Like, every Warden level is amazing. And I also think level 7 is somewhat good. But from here on out, he doesn't scale that much anymore. Zeppelin again, rather quick. And the fans are necessary. Is this fighting army strong enough? It looks like it. 40 apparently gives up the base. And Colorful has a sneaky new base at the bottom right-hand side. This takes a while. He just resorts to creeping, knowing that he's doing damage too. It's the only open mine at the moment. Oh, production is falling. That hurts.
Forces are under attack.
That hurts. Not the case on Colorful. Nice game. That prevents tanks? Correct. For tanks, you need tier 3. So, in a way, he is getting rid of production. And now he's also going for the workshop. When is Colorful going home? He has a town portal. Oh, 4. Is he getting this one too? That doesn't seem likely. Archmage does not have Blizzard. These bears can do whatever they want. Oh my god, Colorful, you're doing it, buddy. Second base down as well. No more income, Fortitude. And he's standing at 60 food. Now all you gotta do is keep this base up. A, that 40 doesn't see this. And hold. He's teching already. He's at 50% tech. Then he gets mana potions again, which is essential. Wait. We're going on a little vacation, ladies and gentlemen. We're going on a little island. And this is so hard to reach for Colorful. He can bear drop, of course, but if you go to these islands, you are so far away from the mainland. Interesting. Oh, nice that he saved a lot of workers. Region scroller as well. Top healing. Now, this base is scouted, and 40 knows it's a bit of a hassle for him. Expansion, 5,600. Here, no mining. Here, no mining. Having just one hero on such a huge map is a huge macro mistake. No, if it's a mistake, it's a decision-making mistake. There's no way Colorful is playing a 25-minute game and forgets to get the hero. That is a conscious choice. So there is a chance that Colorful scouted the inventory of Fortitude and the movement and knows now that something's happening on the left-hand side.
A town is under siege.
What was the red drop? The red drop is from the island is a consumable, and it was... Actually, I don't know what this icon is, to be fair. And it doesn't show in our overlay. Tanks, knights here, and that cuts it down to one base, one base. I very much agree, by the way. A panda here would have been so good. Burg?
Players' forces are under attack.
True, that's the tracker, right? With Fairy Fire? Oh, Colorful, before getting lores, had to get the Hunters all back. Mountain King has an absurd mana. 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Ha!
A player's forces are under attack.
Was I the only one having a Neighbor of the Beast t-shirt from EMP when I was younger? Yeah? Only one? Okay. I also had the shirt that read, I am schizophrenic, and on the back it said, me too. I was really cool in high school.
A player's forces
I
are
had a
under
short-sleeved shirt with flames on it. I was really cool in high school. Bears were trying to take out the tanks to secure the base on the right-hand side. Now intercepted. Damn, you were the cool kid. I always wanted to be friends with you. Well, I haven't told you about my long hairs yet.
A player's
Mamma mia. It doesn't get better. I think the only acceptable piece of clothes I wore were my chucks. That's it. There was hair, there was a lot of hair. There was a lot of long hair. I am indeed glad that's gone. 40 is back in the game, like super back in the game, like in a leading winning position back in the game. Because Colorful cannot reach. It is kind of funny that we need a transport service from here where the Step of Sanctuary goes with the Zeppelin to the mainland. That's super annoying. Like, obviously, it's not a tough task to do, but you want to spend your APM otherwise, I guess. Repetitive tasks are no fun for anyone.
A player's forces are under attack.
I traded gifts up for a photo? Okay, after this game. Remind me, Jenny. We got Blizzard now, by the way, which I love. Okay, we are blasting our spells here. I think the Paladin will survive, right? Yep, it's healing now. Shadow Strike. We have a town portal. We're safe here. We should be safe. We are safe. Fortitude never makes these mistakes. This is Fortitude's home turf, really. He is the master in these situations. 2,600 gold for income still. I don't think 40 can afford too many free tank losses. It's pretty expensive. Did Colorful scout the island? Yeah, he wasn't exposed to that Furberg, and I think also Fortitude sold the Furberg. And after these tank losses, I gotta revisit what I said. Fortitude is not in a game-winning position anymore. He can still work some magic with Blizzard. But at some point, Colorful needs more income. And Colorful needs something that can attack anything here on the island, where we are going back to tier 3, by the way.
The town is under siege. The player's forces are under attack.
He should know from the TP that there's an extra expo bottom left. Yeah, but he doesn't know that it's this bottom left and not this bottom. You saw that on Reddit last week, huh? Good to see you, Teddy. So we're cleaning up... That's very German. We are cleaning up the mainland.
Player's forces are under attack.
And he knows! Alrighty. How he got there with the... How he got there? Link? That's quite some shenanigans. I was on vacation on Malle. Ay, ay, ay. Party Malle or beautiful landscape Malle? Or mix, baby. Oh, we have one tank drop. That's so sad. Tank doesn't have any friends anymore. Yeah, that castle kill was everything. Puma Peter, thank you. I would say it's almost time to tap for Fortitude. If he had mass teleport, I'd give him all chances of winning. We got a bear drop, and we've seen this before. Yeah, Fortitude seems a little overwhelmed here, to be fair, and I don't say that lightly. All the units were here. They were all just waiting for their moment. He was working very, very, very hard to get back to tier 3. Very hard. This is the Blizzard that would have loved to have at that natural expansion defense. Now the rest of the army slowly comes in, but colorful. Could just TP out if he's a bit unsure about the situation. No! No, 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 no! I never doubted his TP abilities for a second.
The player's forces are under attack.
Hippos now against Zeppelin. Forty has not a single building left on the mainland.
A player's forces are under attack.
One back, another TP. Bears back as well. And now that we have no main anymore, if you staff, it ends up on the altar. That has a second priority. And we got a game. Colorful, man. Damn fine macro game. I stand corrected. You don't need a panda. I still think it would have been helpful. But he took control of this game. And thankfully, he never let go. And to be fair, versus human, the Chinese way of playing Warden has been the better one in the past 9 months. I think Qianhua was the first. Qianhua was the first. Life put a few ingredients into the mix. And then, let's be honest, Colorful somewhat perfected it. And the Chile keeper. Right on. Good. I think very few people had such an impact on a race in the past 12 months than Jens had on Nightelf. But maybe that's just me being biased and an ultimate fanboy. I need one of these life-size cutout cardboard thingies of Jens in my room. Who would I, if I had like three cardboards? Jens, Leon. Lawlight is already a frame picture on my wall, so I could skip him. Probably Cars. Those three. Oh, Leon in chat, what's up? Yeah, that's a no-brainer, dude. No-brainer.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
We did not. I mean, we do poke fun at each other. Light-spirited, light-hearted. But if someone said, Neo, do you want a life-size Leon cutout cardboard? I'd be on my knees. Anyway, got the game. Before you get any filthy thoughts. It's once again an earlier harassment, huh? But with an expo this time. So it's a little bit of a mix. Of game 1 and 2. I get it. I was about to say, like, it's same for you. Nice pressure play, though. Nice pressure play by 40. As good as he is late game, this is his standout ability, I'd say. Same for Infi in the late 2010s. If you want to be a great world-class human player, Archmage Footman must be masterclass. Is MK first good against Warden? It can very well be good against the Warden, yes. 40 doesn't really like that. I think whenever he can play Archmage, he will play Archmage. Infi, for example, would more often than not play Mountain King if he can. Would also say the same about Sock, I think. For a while, Mountain King was all the rage in this matchup. I still think, and Dondo still thinks, Mountain King can relatively easily be countered with Mass Huntress. But the pro players seem to be of a different opinion. So Warden got to level 3, and it's kind of interesting that we have a Shadow Strike. But the problem is, this expo is up. The expo is running for a long time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Leon, I saw you yesterday in a little role at Zoku Wismar. When the hell did you watch that? We were playing Counter-Strike for like 5 hours. Were you not fully focused? But in general... Oh, 11 AM. Okay. In general, Mountain King is very, very much a viable play. Oh, 2 footmen not denied. That's quite exceptional that he didn't get 2 denies in a row. But yeah, 1 base, 2 base, and no chance for the Nightelf expansion due to footman pressure. It's not even Archmage pressure. Archmage is chilling at home. Old man let the peasants do the dirty work. And without Fan of Knives, it's really hard to deal with this.
player's forces are under attack.
So oh, he goes Alchemist despite being exposed to Shadow Strike. Well, with that he can heal the majority of the footmen. Can stay on the map. Get 1 lap for sure, maybe 2. There's of course a chance now that the big creeps get sniped. Oh, careful Warden. Careful Warden. Oh, he wanted to go for the Sapper. Was a little bit too late. Bro, he could have blown up the Warden. That would have been the move of the year. Richter Pickman. Thank you for the 2-month. So what do we do with that Sapper now? Yeah, It can always run into... Oh, it's actually a nice anti-Sapper base. Not easy to connect. Well, worst case, use it for creeping. You're rich enough. Just throw it away. Forty is going mass air. That's the 3rd different strat this game. Warden doesn't have an orb yet. Can't attack. The Dryads can't reach far enough. Someone in chat said earlier, I hate Fortitude, he got a disgusting playstyle. And I think you echo what every single one of his opponents is thinking. It is a very disgusting playstyle. But it's also beautiful. Unlike the tiles here. What the? Attention. Fix that. And I mean disgusting in the best way possible. Just to be clear. If you want to win an RTS, you gotta be annoying. You gotta be disgusting. That's what this is all about. It's for people who played Sims and built a pool and removed the ladder. So they all drowned. Still not sure if I love the Alchemist pick. What's disgusting? Isn't that human, normal human gameplay? I think that's the play style of the world's best human for like a decade. I agree with that. But there's also different play styles. Like Leon plays differently. Starbuck plays differently. Sock plays differently. I would almost say they play more honorable, a more fighting style, a more, also more push dependent style. With the exception of Sock, I'd say they also don't like to play tanks too much. So human players got different flavors. Colorful surprisingly got this expo up. I was a doubter. And he made it to 5. And he retrained. Oh, that's the next pan of knives. That's the multi-kill. Come on. He's saving the mana for such a long time. Colorful. What a waste of a chance. He got 2 here. That could have been more, I feel. That could have been more. Maybe a bit overwhelmed with the fight. Makes sense. Infi is probably still the king for the most disgusting playstyle. I think Infi and 40 are very, very, very similar in that regard. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a bit of heat. He killed nothing? He killed 3, right? There is a bug with Fan of Knives, though. He did kill a few. There is a bug with Fan of Knives. If you use... I'm not exactly sure how it works. I think if you use Fan of Knives too quickly after Blink, it can bug. But someone might know it better. Oh, thank you, Sternherz. Thank you. Yeah, this game looks like a very, very, very foregone conclusion. We need, like, Warden Masterclass to bring this back. Would like to see a replay afterwards with the peasant line. KG Mayo, you can rewind with your sub. You can just look at it again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Might very well have been a bug. As I said, there is a bug with Fan of Knives. That is sub and turbo exclusive, yes. Twing! Warden close to 6. You know, when there's a Warden level 6, you can still dream. If someone has a clip of that, that would also be great for review after the game. Fan of Knives just got a lot weaker due to Heal Spray 2, and I think Colorful also knows that this is unwinnable. Just having a little bit of fun with the Warden. It's a show match after all. People paid for it. They want their action. Understandable. Won't tick down, right?
A player's forces are under attack.
The poor footman did such a great job. And now they get fed to a turtle. GG! Writing was on the wall for a bit. Fortitude takes revenge. This happens when you don't have Fan of Knives early and you can't harass the Expo early. This is sequence. Let's take a look. Nightelf Expo about to be up. We blink, we fan. That was done correctly. We blink. We crash. We don't use fan because it's on cooldown. Now, he could have fanned the entire time, by the way. 1, 2, 3. Then the peasants all die. But he was busy microing the fight, I think. Now he's about to blink. He did blink. He does kill some. He does kill 3. So return to an early Fan of Knives. I think, man, I understand Shadow Strike, the idea. Like pressure, pressure, pressure the Archmage, who's very squishy. It seems like it's all about peasants and all about delays. But Warden has a plan. I like that. There was so little damage done to all the peasants on Hammerfall. We gotta catch up now.
A town is under siege.
Ooh, 40 is taking his sweet time. Creeping up to level 2, and the orientation is also interesting.
Players' forces are under attack.
And with that, there's no point of attack for the Warden right now. You don't want to jump into the main base. That should be too fortified. We have 4 farms, so this confirms Fortitude wants to expand. But apparently, we expand here now. That's not what I've seen before. It's a good call by Colorful to scout there. He was probably a little bit confused. That detonate can do a lot of damage to the water elemental. Ideally, dispel it for the kill. It should definitely... he didn't hit the Archmage with the detonate, but the Fan of Knives is hitting. Again, only one worker instead of 3. He is a bit unlucky there. But the archers are here. But the footmen respond correctly. Yo, 40. He has a lot of footmen. They gotta carry the weight of the early game now. And so far, it looks like they can. It's only level 1 Fan of Knives. If he gets the turtle, that's big. He can hide at any moment. It's a Warden. And 40 doesn't have any reveal. But yeah, you can't damage the turtle on your own, can you? Taking a little nap right next to her. Doesn't look cozy at all. Turtle, definitely the big spoon. With those spikes on the back, not the little spoon.
The town is under siege.
We go Moonwell hunting again. Warden is here. 40 knows it. But can you do anything about it? He is seriously trying.
Forces are under attack.
Oh man, got it! Big invul as well. On the cost of a lot of health. This shouldn't lead to anything if Colorful responds correctly. There we go. Repairing an entangled gold mine doesn't cost anything, so only the missed lumber timing hurts economically for Colorful. Who did tech? And he got the Hunter's Hall up. This is a very solid game by Colorful. He can probably not... Exactly, not prevent the cancel. Prevent was the word I was looking for. Again, man, dealing with these footmen is so hard. -1 damage when? I gotta say, throughout the entire series, mana management by Colorful is superb. Always got the fan ready when he needs it. And now it's level 2. Oh, footmen have the... Is it getting a little later in China? It strikes midnight soon. Defense still enabled. Pastor, are you bathing in Slimovitz again? He needs chims to deal with the push. That is probably the Slimovich speaking. All he needs is a Warden and damage. This could be like all 6 peasants here. It should be, actually. The orb is up. The hour is up, but it doesn't matter. Footmen are in desperate need of it. Very good to harass, very good progress. What worries me a little bit is that the Twisted Meadows counter expansion isn't up or isn't coming up. So Colorful is on the timer, but the timer is way slower than in the Hammerfall game.
Players' forces are under attack.
Beginning of daytime, the last bit of moon juice. Oh, the shop is crucial for clarities. For the mana management, this building is essential. And it's not coming up. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Also, only 3 Moonwells, so he didn't regenerate too much. Now he got the level up that gives you int, that gives you mana. But Fortitude effectively trading time, which is what he needs. Soon the tech advantage will be evened out. There's not too much creep speed here because also the archers are getting caught. They can't hide. They can't run. Well, they can run. They can try. Blacksmith on the way. A little bit of fortification. But it doesn't look good for Colorful. He lost a lot of time. We got backpack on 40. Ooh, are humans experimenting with backpack? Yes, please. Give me more of that. 22 years after its inception, people start to realize the value of backpack. Trying to flee. Again, 2 kills. Oi! 4 kills. The Arcane Tower didn't get a single shot on the Warden. Nice. Every single worker wrecked. Warden 4.6. We still have a potion of mana. Debatable if you want to use it now. Colorful still has a little bit of time. Tier 3 on the way. But it seems like he wants a tier 2 1 base play. Which is usually paired with towers, but I don't see any tower. Now it is behind the human tech. Smoke. A lot of good economy damage done, but not enough. Yeah, the tech hurt him big time. And creep check now. We have the high ground advantage, but the Warden has no mana for now. Would love to get level 5 before using the next fan. What was the reason for the late tier 3? I guess I didn't pay enough attention. Obviously, Yumu was in his base, but... Oh, Archmage has no TP. Oh, fan heals, bro. Nice. Block. If he keeps him blocked, the Archmage could definitely die. Runs out of heal spray. Not ideal. Warden, blink, hit. Dryads, there. Boom, Archmage kill. And that's how you get the level 5 Warden. Wait a minute. The Alchemist is gonna die too. It's just GG. Colorful explodes into a double kill and wins the game. I don't think anybody saw that coming. We got a proposal for merchandise on our Discord by Sarcasm. He wants undead merch. Nerfed to the ground. That is class. Even with the moon that I had on my t-shirt 15 years ago. Excellent. Excellent. I love it. For example, our big supporter Yangfang. He has a great sense of humor. He says the Demon Hunter is a mediocre hero. Which is obviously hilarious. Let's see what he can do. I've seen Lawlight try this, and it does work. The Demon Hunter works from level 1 on with Immolation, especially if he finds a Ring of Protection. Warden really needs levels. 40 somehow bribed this Rock Golem. So he really wants to attack this Demon Hunter for some reason. Why is he not attacking the Footman? He knows Human is too good. Can't compete with Human. He's just chilling now. Yeah, if I need something to guard my flat, I'm not gonna hire this Rock Golem. Worst bouncer in all of Azeroth. Now he's attacking again. But Demon Hunter a bit too hurt. And finally, the camp is finished. Level 2, very good harass, I'd say. Even though it's not too many kills, it cost a lot of time. Time in which Colorful is taken. And 40 still wants to expand. Where's +6 of the Sobi? Not at this camp. That's a consumable camp. Which is a good indicator that the loot indicator that War 3 Champions is building currently is a very, very good idea for our community. So you can click on a unit and see what it drops. Currently available for 2 and 2 maps.
Player's forces are under attack.
Again, the perfect avenue for the Demon Hunter to harass. Is there already? 40 knows. We got the tele staff into the base, and there's no arcane, and the peasants are still hurt from the camp. Oh my. Now you just gotta fight the right angle. He can open up the game a lot. There's no mining currently. Is he running out of gold for the power build, I wonder?
A player's forces are under attack.
That's a TP after all, but damage is done. Power build not... Oh, that should be it. Trying to squeeze out a couple more seconds. Or he's losing the Demon Hunter here, which would be hilarious, but no. Or he gets an archer kill in 2 free kills here. That's a lot of... Oh my god, the deny. Sometimes, you know, the result of one click can be so beautiful sometimes.
A player's forces are under
Like picking a
attack.
Dark Ranger first. That's also one of the most beautiful clicks there is. But not this game, it's a Naga. And not series, not in this series at all. We get Lures, we get Dryads. Not get a tier 3 tech yet. Are fairy dragons ever used? Man, I would love for them to be really good. They are unfortunately very, very, very underwhelming. And require you to transition from Ancient of Lore to Ancient of Wind, which oftentimes doesn't really work out timing-wise. I'm not one to make too many balance suggestions, comments. But I would love a strengthened status of fairy dragons. Yes. Big problem for fairies is that they are countered quite hard by rifles and gyros. I think Fairy Dragon is one of the coolest units in all of Warcraft. I was thinking it's probably the exact time to make a post about bigger balance suggestions. I am very honest with you, man. I watched a lot of games, but currently I don't have educated opinions about the state of balance. I do have a pretty clear state of like player performance. And I have some very obvious things. Like Fairy Dragons. But I do personally not feel confident right now to make a video post. Hey, IZ, what's up, what's up, what's up? Speaking of not having a clear concept. Warcraft is up. It's the greatest time of the week. Hockey later? You're playing yourself or you're watching? Sneaky, sneaky archmage. Colorful is lining up a sweet
A
timing,
player's forces are under attack.
but he is very much dependent on that timing. I don't feel he's done much damage in the past 90 seconds. Colorful is still... Fortitude is still making a bit of progress. Did this Naga work out the way he intended to? Not sure. Oh, these arcane towers are big. And he can hold them. Archmage has enough items to stay alive here. That shouldn't be an issue at all. Demon Hunter is not yet part of the push. He was trailing behind a little bit. But this is great surface area for the Town Hall. Still, Colorful not interested in that. Gets a double kill. Not bad, but no levels close. Yeah, I'm playing at 10:15. Izzy, I don't know. There's disco bowling. Why shouldn't there be disco hockey? What do I know? I know that the chances for this Blood Mage to come out are bit minimal, but there's not too much punch. Needs to get the bear up front. Reju. Dude, 40 is towering up hard. That is usually not a strategy where you want to tower up that hard. That's a lot of resources that he puts in this defense. He really wants his Blood Mage. The Demon Hunter has no TP, but his staff is out now. But that's, of course, the missing DPS, and that secures the Blood Mage for Fortitude. Excellent defense.
The player's forces are under attack.
Excellent defense. You're getting cross-checked today. I'm the one who does the cross-checks. Izzy, do you want to tell Kalux about your Christmas last year? Real quick? Maybe? Ah, Colorful getting out microed by the Ogre Lord. Many brave men have fallen to this Ogre Lord. Now 40 is in his comfort zone. Super fortified positions. Fortitude is fortified. And Dragonhawk's Griffins are coming. It is getting more and more tricky here, but Colorful might still have the time. Expo 50%. Oh, these footmen were not allowed a bath. Mamma mia. Colorful really angry at this footman, dude. Fork lightning straight to the face. Demon Hunter mega tanky. Love to see that. There's so little damage currently. He even has evasion. Like, he got super high armor. He got solid HP. Actually, good HP. And evasion on top. Sneaky play by. He's attacking on the left with the Blood Mage and the Footies, and he's coming in from the right-hand side with an Archmage. Fortitude, Colorful, thankfully, far progressed with that Expo, and the Dryads are there at the perfect time. Wonderful reaction. Dude, it is so weird, right? I do not need a microphone, just said. Colorful playing so well. Colorful is playing incredibly well. Similar to the Cup performance that we've seen. After Cup, there was like 2 weeks where he played mediocre. And now he's good again, apparently. Consistency is not a word in the Night Elf vocabulary. It goes for all of them. All of them can look uber amazing. Or, you know, B2W rip. Sapper time. I love how he just casually throws them in. I mean, the fact that it's 2-2 against 40 shows that he could be playing well. Yeah, he's absolutely playing well, but it's also like showing different heroes, showing different strats, reacting to Fortitude's challenges, switching up the rhythm with Warden, now switching up the rhythm on this map between attack. Mana management is oftentimes an overlooked skill, I think. He's doing that really well. And now we kill our bears to get into no upkeep. And you know what, Crestfallen? More often than not are people ridiculing players for simple mistakes, even though they're meaningless, or have the highest of standards, like, oh, this undead doesn't play like Happy, he didn't save all of his goals but lost 2. They're very nitpicky, very elitist oftentimes. And when somebody is saying this player is doing really well, I take that. And I like that a lot.
The town is under siege.
Winds coming. Fortitude trying to play a little bit of lame-o mode. So we will then have Hippos versus Dragonhawks Griffins, huh? Oh, the Shredder is super important! No, 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 no! What a snipe by 40. This was like nuclear launch detected levels of an ambush. Colorful is so rich in gold, but he doesn't have the lumber. 2 rounds of this Shredder would have given him enough lumber so that he's fine. Oh man, that was maybe game deciding here. And then the banished surround. Look at him go. Oh, such a small move, such a huge impact. This ruins Colorful's game. Not having a Shredder and only 5 lumber workers on 2 bases is ruining his game. Griffins can attack when the enemy is banished. They even do bonus damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, pretty sure they were in one group and pressed stop. That is very likely the answer. Next item. Can we pimp this Demon Hunter further? Ah, it's more for the Naga, isn't it? But yeah, we're going mass air now. With talents, actually. Nice. Not too many hippos. Maybe later. But we have seen this. Oh, where did we see this? Where did we see this? Where did we see this? Was it yesterday? What game did we see yesterday? Where Pop...
Hope you're having a wonderful weekend.
Hey!
B2W always keeps me great company. Red heart emoji. Rarara.
Rarara! Nico, you lovely, lovely soul and sexy, sexy man. Thank you for the 4 years, my dude. Hopefully soon a meet up again. And glad that we're part of your life. Was it Lawlight? It was Lawlight versus Starbuck. It was Lawlight versus Starbuck, where Lawlight played talents to, I would say, perfection. Yo, Soima, thanks. Exactly. Sharking around the workshop so there's not enough gyros. Because we're getting into a territory where it's really, really hard to win the air fight. With so many gyros. I thought you did very well in B-Cup, by the way. It was a pleasure watching your games there. I think this is what you have to do. You have to try and snipe these gyros. Buff Banner, thank you for the 10 month. Because if you don't kill these gyros, this happens. 2 attacks, quarter of the HP gone. Need heal scrolls. Like a lot heal. By the way, shouldn't Fork Lightning be able to target gyros? I mean, give them a oh, no, no, no! This is the worst! This is the worst, and as a German, I know a lot about worst. GG. All talents gone. Mamma mia. He flew straight into the gyros. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's like you activated my trap card kind of thing, but the trap card was like 2 meters big and open. Supply isn't horrible. Yeah, but 40 has like still 1,000 gold. And rebuilding the Night Elf Air Army is gonna be troublesome. We're going to 100. We're going to 100. You think Colorful has a chance? I don't know if I trust you. Ooh, it's 3-2. But also 3-2-1 on the other side. Upgrades aren't bad for either. Oh, you shouldn't fly into hippos. No, 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 don't give him that gift. Hippos are like the air tanks. And they are so necessary. Ideally, you have the focus on the gyros, on your hippos, and then the crows can roam free and do the big damage. I mentioned this probably 2,000 times. But the change from crow adept form from magic damage to piercing damage was freaking genius. Three hippos are no joke, though. Oh, Tinka, nice. Yeah, rockets help a lot. So nice that all the Night Elf units are sharing one upgrade. Very, very, very excited for this fight. Okay, Colorful brought it back. He's at 90. 551 heroes. Can rockets hit gyros? Yes. They are mostly there to disrupt the shackles of Dragonhawks, but you can also spam them against gyros. 16 gyros. Yeah, 40 has to wait for the 3rd upgrade. Yeah. Very important. +7 and +7. So much damage. Both going to 100. This will be a nightmare to cast, everybody. I hope you have appreciation for the madness. Double heal scroll. Yo, protection scroll would be great. Demon Hunter unfortunately stuck. What did we kill? I didn't. An archer. Okay. It's only 8 crows. Usually you want double. But then again, he has 12 hippos, so that makes up for it. Main base empty. 4 minutes of mining left here. 11 minutes of mining left.
A player's forces are under attack.
This army is so scared. 200 supply airfight. Surely, are gyros still the most gold per supply? Yes. Freebie. Blood Mage could potentially get level 3 down the road. We call the boys.
Players' forces are under attack.
We go north. This is it. The big push. They only have 1 armor, but 40 also has no gold anymore. Triple heal scroll, protection scroll, versus dual heal scroll. I see 40 favored, but I'm also a gyro mark. Protection scroll in, onto the crows we go. How long can these gyros do stuff? They are ranking the hippos, destroying them. That was the main air army, and 40 still has 18 gyros left. You can land the talents now, so the gyros can't attack them. It's kind of nice to have fairy fire, magic damage, potentially cyclone, but damage is done. Now, what do you do with 18 gyros? And I love, this is my Warcraft, man. When you have tech transition, tech transition, tech transition, they get gyro bombs, which makes them effective versus talents again, but make them suck at air fights. So this could go one more round here. 2 minutes of mining left.
Forces are under attack.
This to me is peak Warcraft. When you can make some transitions in the late game and it changes the game more or less completely. Okay, I take it back. Mass air is not necessarily my kind of Warcraft, okay? Mass air sucks in any RTS. But the fact that you can make mass air to a lot of ground, that you can go back into Dryads now, that 40 is transitioning into Mortars, these 25-minute tech switches are... That's my jam. That's my jam. I need a snippet of Remo saying, and that's why we need 2 base, 2 base. Oh, do that one for sure, for sure, for sure. Why suck at air fights? Didn't gyros get prioritized? No, they didn't get prioritized. Gargoyles got prioritized. Gyros never got that. So if you get gyro bombs and A-click, you attack ground, which is not great. Okay, gyro damage stacking up. Attacking the Naga, though, that's the worst possible focus target. Not ideal, but Griffins are still extremely strong. The Tinker is not really a threat. 40 is switching it up now, I guess. Level 3 on the Paladin. This is a very one-directional affair. Level 5 Archmage. Dryads get slaughtered, and the Tinker also soon gets slaughtered. And now Colorful can only pray that he will somehow get some sort of gold out of this mine while 40 is now mined out. That's his last bit of gold. But 40 can just expand.
A player's forces.
Tinker? Only 2.3. He didn't get many XP points at all. I think this checkmate. But Colorful, show me the way. Imagine level 2 rockets here.
player's forces are under attack.
This man, he needs more of this. I don't know if he has the mana, the sustain, the time. It kind of looks like, right, the Tinker is the carry, but he's not in a position to carry. He is way underfarmed. Demon Hunter's also not level 6. Maybe with the kill? Oh my god, sweet invuln. That could have been double level 6, man. Almost. Almost. We got level 6 here. Okay. Wait a minute.
The town is under siege.
Demon Hunter level 6, maybe? If the Tinker can farm a little bit. 40 is not getting gold. He can't get the kills. He just can't get this one lousy kill that he needs. Staff is ready on the Naga. Ultimate there, useless. Fork lightning. That's level 6! Don't tell me. Oh, that's a free. Ouch. Can Metamorph carry this? I really like that he got... do I like that Frost Armor 3? Tornado is a pretty weak ultimate, but in base races it can be fine. Hell of a game, man. The supply is even. And let's be honest here. Fortitude making a huge mistake to not go for that third base. We have Banish against Metamorph, but we also have this spell against the Banish against Metamorph. Tinker coming. The Griffins are the strongest unit by far, but they can't attack Dryads. The transition back to Dryads was freaking genius. I thought it's checkmate, but Fortitude is bleeding dry. If Colorful plays it well from here on out, 40 doesn't have a chance anymore. The gyros? Maybe. He's poor. He's sold everything already. Metamorph is in! Off we go! A little bit of mana siphon, but no banish. He's not preventing the damage. Care for the Naga. Swap the staff. Nicely done. If you attack these gyros now, yeah, they're gonna vanish. They're all gonna vanish. Oh, Metamorph does AoE and he didn't split the gyros one bit. Incredible comeback by Colorful. Mamma mia. To me, he looked down and out. Running away from Metamorph, it's over now. 2.9 on the Tinker. One last level for level 3. And Rockets 2. They're gonna slap. They're gonna slap big time. Fortitude still sees somewhat of a win condition or doesn't want to agree that this is over, but Tinker level 3. Rockets are getting infinitely better now. Naga is back. Colorful! My lord! What a sick game. What a sick comeback. What a nice strategic choice. Look at the value swing at the end of the game. We've seen one Metamorph. I don't think that was necessarily the way to victory. We go back to Warden again. Demon Hunter on the bench. After that Metamorph, he has to cool off a little bit. I think Colorful needs to be upgraded. Rabbit Honk, I thought the same and I was about to type it in. And then he sucked for 2 weeks. And now he's back in like world-class shape. And so we're keeping the command just as a reminder to him to keep working. If Colorful at one point becomes world champion again, I'll take so much credit that we told him exactly what to work on to get to that next level. Yeah, that would be so narcissistic. 40 back to 1 base. No
Town
expand.
is under siege.
But yeah, to give credit to Colorful, like outside this series, I thought, and I said this many times, and I am not shy to admit it, I thought Warden in this matchup is dead. And I saw a couple of cool moves by Qianhua and Live. But the one player who convinced me that Warden is the way to go, like a complete 180 turn in my beliefs, like from Warden is dead versus human to Warden is the way to go versus human, was Colorful. Of all people. Who was a Demon Hunter exclusive player for a decade.
A player's forces are under
Not gonna lie though, this game is not looking too pretty. Warden is not level 2. Very much no progress. Attacking as well though. And then this is a different game than Northern Isles, right? We had Fortitude's 1 base approach on Northern Isles as well at the beginning of the series. Nice block. Super nice block. Oh my. Forcing a town portal here. Archer get the last hit, that was important, but not the second one, so she's still stuck on 1. Northern Isles was heavy and early 40 pressure. And we haven't had pressure in the main, so the chances for lures and a timely tier 3 tech is nice. How was Colorful's Warden different? It's not really the way he played the Warden, but the entire late game approach. Like he was a very bad Warden player actually, because he somehow never saw the value of harassing economy with Warden. And then he started learning it, and he added like some kind of new layer to attacking economy even earlier with Warden. And be super obnoxious and pressure with Warden the entire time. It's very subtle differences, I'd say. Like, for example, what he did best among all other players is timing for a second hero. How long does the Warden have to be one, like the solo hero, for her to work? Obviously, Lawlight was the pioneer, but sometimes you gotta adjust things. Colorful on fire nowadays. Psh! This could be different tomorrow. He plays better Warden than Lawlight. Yes, I think so, 100%. Nice snipe. Nice snipe. And early Naga. Because a push is coming. There's not gonna be this ultra late game we've seen on Twisted. Sick creepjack. Alchemist is out of mana already. Almost. Archmage is in trouble. Wait, it's Colorful about to win the series right here. Oh, mega nasty creepjack. Colorful is almost at tier 3. His lures were never touched. Yeah, Shocky, dude, if you tell me that I would say this in all honesty, like a year ago, I would have banned myself from the stream.
Players' forces are under attack.
It is a weird thing to say. It doesn't feel great. But I do think so. Could be different next week, of course. So, 40 is on a timing push, by the way. Did I mention this already? 40 is on a timing push to save his series. And to force, like, not force Game 7. Game 7 will be played anyway. But to force 3-3. And it's not looking great for the timing push. The flute helps, sure. More damage for all ranged units, and this army is almost exclusively ranged units. But that's it. There's no tier 3, there's no knights, griffins, nothing. Ooh, Scroll of the Beast on top. With this setup and enough mana, this is still doable. Defend up and activated. Maybe a little bit late. But Colorful, he got the plateau. This is his baseline now. What to do with the Naga? Naga is never bad. Controlling units, Fork Lightning, the damage output in general. I don't think there's a single situation where Naga is a bad hero. Because she slows and movement speed is one of the most essential stats in all of Warcraft. Are there better alternatives? Maybe. But she's also the reason why we are in this state of the game. I'm not getting breakers. Dude, Riju is running wild.
A player's forces are under attack.
If it was up to me, I'd ban Naga from the game. She's so boring. I was of the same opinion as you in 2006 and 7. I never got why people play Naga. Just give it 18 more years. You'll understand. You will have an epiphany one day. Yo, roll. Thank you for 6 months in advance. Let's go, my man. That is lovely. That is freaking lovely. Thank you for trusting us. Ooh, did he get it? Purple got the Sasquatch. That keeps the Alchemist on level 2. This is it, guys. This is the push. It took for freaking ever. Remember when we were fighting at the shop? That's when he kinda want the push to pick up. Now it's minutes later. We got above 50 foot Night Elf. We got orbs. We got staffs. We got level 4 Warden. For a lot of blink. Thankfully, Fortitude is the #1 world-class player for the humans. If there's one person who can do it, it's probably him. But the Fork Lightning, man. Zap, zap, zap. Colorful is ahead in supply. He queues 2 more units before he's getting supply blocked. So very efficient. Water Elementals dispelled. Yeah, this is it. This is the moment. Scroll of the Beast, 25%. There's no wisps nearby. He's trying to tower up, but I think it's way too late. Rifles are super close to bears, which is not the position they want to be in. One bear down, and that is finally level 3 for the Alchemist. He wanted that level 2 heal spray for minutes now. But let's be honest, this is A-click territory for Colorful. Incredible fight. Fortitude is not catching up. And this is not an army comp with Archmage Alchemist that can, like, turn games around easily. Tower came 10 minutes too late from IZ. Swing! We forced the heal spray, so the alchemist is in channel mode. The blink! Oh my god! And then there's a critter helping with the block. The healer is gone. The alchemist is dead. Archmage will follow. Colorful. He's playing on 1,000 degrees. He's so hot. Most human bodies are made mostly out of water. For Colorful, that's lava today. 4 and 2. Just slaps him around. No chance. The creep check on the right-hand side was everything. Everything. Ruined 40's game. Put him ahead. Far and wide. Colorful #1.